Hey, you, thanks for coming by Tory Magoo 44. Yes, it is Friday. All right, now hang on, I gotta turn this up. This is always my worst part, isn't it? Okay, where is it? It's somewhere. I like this music, it's good. Ah, sheep a la ma. I don't know how to turn it off. Okay, here we go. I think I got it. Bob Marley, it's hard to turn off. All right. Come on, Bobby. He's like, no dice, babe. I'm on. We're going to be listening to Bob Marley. That's it. What can I say? Anyway, hi, you guys. Thank you for coming by. It is May. It's May 3rd. It's Friday. So that's a good thing. It's always a good thing when it's Friday. For most of us, anyway. And I'm glad you came by. Thank you. So this is just a short video about Scientology and their ideal orgs. Oh, God. They're really ideal morgues. It's a better name for them. People, I talk to people all the time. They're like, well, they must be really expanding. They've got these big buildings around town. And I personally have been to the Pasadena Ideal Morgue, relatively empty, 3 people in it, maybe 4. They have very few public. I've been to the Santa Ana Ideal Morgue, totally dead. I've been to, there's one in the valley here, which is, I think they opened it up, but it's really hard to tell. My girlfriend and I went by and we were like, wow, if they're open, that's bad news. I went by the Church of Scientology Sherman Oaks, which is Bill Yachty's old pad. And I mean, it looked like they moved out. I don't know. I'll have to go by again and give you an update. But the last time I went by there, they didn't even have any kind of Dianetic things in the window, nothing. It was just like, I don't know, it looked like they moved out. So, yes, they are buying buildings. David Miscavige, I have no idea what your plan is on it, but it's one of those where all of us are like, okay, what's the plan? The only thing I can think of, which I've said before, is that maybe they're going to plug in third world countries and say, hey, join staff. You can get 3 meals a day, bread, a bed to sleep in, that kind of thing. But then you go, okay, but then where's the public? And they could say to those people, okay, you've got to get the wealthy people in your country, which most countries have some people that are quite wealthy. And whether they could get them into Scientology or not, that's another thing. And hopefully, if you were from any other country, please read, look, and listen and learn both sides, including the Nation of Islam, of which Louis Farrakhan has now roped in a bunch of people from the Nation of Islam, which is just unbelievable. I'm reading, this is Lawrence Wright's other book. This is The Looming Tower, Al-Qaeda, and The Road to 9/11. Very fascinating book. But it's got a lot about Muslims and, just their backstory. And it's like, whoa, intense, man, that actually some of them are part of Scientology now. All of a sudden I started thinking, oh my God, what if it's just a giant coup by Louis Farrakhan to take over the church? You know what I mean? After reading this, I hadn't thought I had that thought beforehand. I doubt it. I really doubt it. It looks like he's pretty much scammed in. But after reading that book and seeing what those guys do, it's pretty hardcore. And I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it plays out. But meantime, you can go by any of them and look in them and see for yourself. In the old days, there used to be 200, 300 people around these orgs. They were packed. I mean, it was very popular. This was in the 70s, 80s. By the 90s, it was thinning out. A lot of people had left. But once Miscavige took over, half the church left. Literally just walked out. Once the finance police came, which a lot of you don't even know about, but the finance police showed up after Miscavige took over. The finance police were very much like Nazi Germany, very much. You said the wrong thing, you were declared suppressive, or you had to fly the flag, within 2 days and do this special course to prove that you're totally wrong. It was just unreal. It was very spooky, very, very spooky. And it was part of his control. That's how he kind of took over the group. And a lot of people went, you know what? There you go. There's your new Church of Scientology. We're out of here. Unfortunately, I was one of the knuckleheads who stayed. My view, which I think some people still in Scientology are staying for the same reason, was someone has to stay for LRH. That's how I felt. I didn't know Hubbard was in on a lot of these creepy things. I really didn't. I wouldn't read any of the books that tell the facts about L. Ron Hubbard. Piece of Blue Sky is a really good one. L. Ron Hubbard, Messiah or Madman is a really good one. And Barefaced Messiah is an excellent one about Hubbard. They're all over on xenu.net. You can actually download them, I believe, for free. And they're really good, and they have very good information. And if you're in the Church of Scientology, get your head out of the sand and learn both sides. I don't care if you stay. If you learn both sides and you want to stay, that's your business. But at least learn both sides so you know who you're really dealing with versus what you think you're dealing with. And I would say get Blown for Good. That's a really good one. Get Miscavige's nieces, Jenna Miscavige Hill. Get her book, Beyond Belief, which is really a good book. There's a bunch of Amy Scobie's book is good. They're all really good books about these executives that we're in and what really goes down on a daily basis now. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, that was old. That was years ago." Well, read what's happening with these guys now. It's pretty bad, and you need to find out. That's where it's at. So anyway, for everyone who helps expose the abuses of this phony organization pretending to be a church, hiding behind their black curtain, right, and really kind of a mafia-like organization, aka business at the best, certainly a cult. But if you don't want to use the word cult, just use business and a mafia-like organization, because that they are, both of those. Anyway, thank you for helping me and everyone else who is helping expose these abuses. We're rocking. It's a great new week for us. Every week is a good week for us. And if you're inside and you want to, give me a call. I'll come get you, unless you're underage. And then you got to handle it with your parents or wait till you're of age and then we can come get you. But my suggestion is certainly if you're young, don't join the Church of Scientology. Don't. And get out as soon as you can, whoever you are, because they are lying through their teeth on a daily basis and turning you into liars too. You got to think about that. Why am I lying? Why do I have to lie? Why do I have to say these things? Why do I feel guilty all the time? Those are things that you should really be asking yourself, because that's what they put into you. And you're not responsible enough. Your PTS, you have MUs. That's why it's not working for you. Those are all things that they use all the time. You're too down tone. You need to get your tone level up better so that you'd be more up tone, and then you would really get Scientology. Look at all these people who do. Right. Well, Google OTs speaking freely and see 4 of us OTs out and what we have to say. I'll put the link in here so you can see it. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and ciao. Peace out.